Corporal Hicks. Oh, wait, don't I have the thing for Donato? No, wait, that was the 1385 thing. That was the other thing. Never mind. I don't have this one. Sure. I'll just capture this. Capture this. Of course. Now we'll just go for it.
Access granted.
1141, 1142, 43, 44. Costs Eric, which is one of the people that we need to see. Norway. Nick Colvin from Detroit. Date of birth 1982. Sevchenko Vasily. Declan Faraday. Born in Dublin, of course. Vasily Sevchenko is dead. Did we know that? Namir. Oh, Megan Reed. Where is she? Current status acquired. Didn't say where she is. Jensen Adam. Date of birth 93. 34 years old. University of Phoenix. Recently augmented. Military grade, armored and extremely dangerous. Current status alive. I am alive. It's true. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So I just got another request from Dwayne to have a hidden camera installed in his lab. Should we play along and humor him? He still thinks it's one of the other eggheads in his department that's putting all the farm porn on his PC. Ah, sure. We could even record one of us wearing a lab tech uniform the next time we do it. Can't wait to see the look on his face when he sees what I did with his stapler. With my stapler? SPC O'Connor, the lab Sevchenko is using in the Microgen building has been officially cleaned from top to bottom. No forensics team in the world will be able to find trace of materials there now. Change the door code to 5377 to let admin know they can re-sign it. Okay, another new, possibly new code for us. Continue looking around, I guess. Can I get in here? There was a vent. Let's try see where this goes. Yeah, this will go in here. It does. Wonderful. What's that? What's the vent cover? The Shadow of Omega. Chapter 4. The 2018 incident. Uh-oh. The Omega Ranch was a massive undertaking, a highly secure site with multiple labs and research departments, along with support structures and an accommodation complex. In 2009, the Disease Control Initiative opened their doors to the world's doctors, but the facility was dogged by technical issues, staffing problems, and underfunding. The pressures on the WHO staff at the isolated facility grew, and finally, in 2018, the worst-case scenario came to pass. A breach in containment led to an explosive spread of a modified variant of the H5N1 avian flu virus, which swept across Malaysia, killing tens of thousands of people. Tens of thousands. The exact details of the cause of the outbreak are unclear, although some conspiracists have insisted that the event was deliberately triggered by clandestine groups, perhaps as an attempt to destabilize the region. The epidemic would have lasting effects on Malaysia. That's this year. Is it going to happen? Don't say in Malaysia, people. If you're watching from Malaysia, maybe move away. Omega Ranch safety policy and regulation reminder. Due to the high toxicity of material routinely handled in the compound, no smoking, eating, or drinking is permitted outside the designated safety zones. Failure to comply with Omega Ranch policy and regulations can and will result in immediate termination. Okay. Another room. Done. There is someone down here, but it looks like it's only the one person, and it looks like he's in this room.
Yeah?
What up?
Who is it?
Why don't you come find out?
You gonna stay out there, goddammit?
Yeah, I am. There you go. I kind of want to see the kill shots only because, like, more stun gun darts. Only because, like, I think he uses his sword when he does it, and I think that'd be kind of badass to see. But at the same time, I don't really want to, you know, break my my no kill streak.
Now, before we get in touch with some of our anti-heroes from Australia, I have to reiterate something. Let me break this down.
Can I turn this off?
On one hand, you have Panchaea in the Arctic.
Alright, explosion shut down port on Hangshaw Island. Shipping on the Yangtze River continues to be disrupted days after a violent explosion shut down the port of Hanming on Hangshaw Island. The small dockyard, leased by Bell Tower Associates, sustained heavy damages. Chinese authorities may believe Australian terrorists may be behind the bombing. Giant Nerd Guy, did you bomb the port on Hangshaw Island? Was it you? It was you, wasn't it? You, Darrow. Key world players to visit Panchaea. Billionaire Hugh Darrow is inviting the world to Panchaea, his state-of-the-art installation in the high Arctic. Darrow will be bringing key delegates from the United Nations, important players in the augmentation debate, and high-ranking government officials from around the world for a 3-day summit. Topping the agenda will be the augmentation issues. Insiders believe that Darrow and Lim, a major sponsor of the Panchaea project, are working together to reach an agreement with the UN and other international bodies concerning the regulation of human enhancement technology. Employing the highest percentage of augmented people in the world, Panchaea is a fitting stage to showcase and debate the possibilities that human enhancement represents. I can open these fridges. Do you have anything? Did I check you? I did. Another vent over there. We'll take a look around first before we go there. There's probably where the vent goes. You know what? Let's... Yeah, it just goes here. Okay. I don't know why the door is open. Urinalysis and radiation screening reminder. A reminder to all Omega Ranch personnel. Regular radiation and biohazard screenings are a requirement of continued employment in the Omega Ranch Research Facility. Missing a scheduled urinalysis or radiation checkup is grounds for immediate termination. If you feel you have been exposed to radioactive or other hazardous materials in the course of your duties, contact your radiation safety officer immediately. Work safe, work smart. Your future depends on it. Test results. Hey there, just finished running the test you asked for on the Asian girl. So subject 521. Sorry to say, it looks like an epic fail. I applied the stimulus pattern exactly as prescribed, and even cross-checked it with the Eberhard module, but the BMI you implanted isn't picking up any activity in the cortical neurons. You might need to go back to the drawing board on this one. Epic fail. Too bad for that Asian girl, apparently. I don't see anybody in here. Oh, this is the same room. Okay. I do need to go down here. Oh, there's a person down there. Okay, I definitely need to figure out a way to get in there. Back up there. What about over here? Way down? I guess it's going to be through this. 535. Ah, the elevator. Okay. Just in case. I should take... I don't have one. I was going to take a big ol' protein jug. I don't have any anymore. I left them. Can I get in here? Sir, can I help you at all? Can I do anything for you? Doesn't look like it. Painkillers don't really have use of. I would like to help these people. I do not know how to do so. Very dark in here. Same room. Painkillers. Lots of painkillers around. At least they have painkillers. I mean, at least they're, you know. At least they're using them, hopefully. Although if they're like around here, maybe they're not using them. I know that there's a door there. I'll go into it in a minute. Just gonna look around a little bit first. Faraday. Oh, I bet he's gonna give me his password for this. That's probably who's down here. Is it Declan? Doing this because why not? All right, let's go talk to Mr. Faraday.
Adam Jensen? Good grief, lad. What the blazes happened to you?
I made the mistake of surviving. I'm here to get you out, Dr. Faraday.
I told Vasily that Seraph wouldn't stop looking.
Sevchenko's dead, Dr. Faraday. I'm sorry.
I figured as much. One day he was just gone, and they wouldn't say why. We were all afraid, so we just kept to the work. They forced me to create a signal pattern that could broadcast software upgrades directly into a person's implanted circuitry.
Upgrades? But do what?
Whatever instructions have been encoded into them. They said it was to improve efficiency at clinics, but that wouldn't be the only application. Far from it.
Really? What about Dr. Reed? Her GPL signal isn't broadcasting. Do you know where she is?
In the secured zone. You'll never get in there. Too many guards.
You'll never
Distraction
get
might
there.
encourage them to leave the area. Say, an incident in one of the labs.
A bold plan, my boy. But one small incident would never be enough.
No, you're right. But 3 simultaneous accidents might.
I like your style, son. And it just might work if you can get Nia and Eric to agree. But timing them
I'm
to
sure
occur
I can.
at once, that will be the trick.
I'll worry about the timing. For now, sit tight and wait for my signal.
There's one thing you're forgetting, lad. They can track our GPL signals.
I thought as much. But we have no choice.
There may be something. Vasily wanted to upload a virus onto their security network, disable their GPL protocols. Eric or Nia might know more about it.
Okay.
Have you seen Nia Colvin lately? I haven't found her yet.
They've done a good job keeping us all separated, but I suspect she'll be in the Microgen building. There's a skywalk connecting the 2 buildings. If you can find it, you won't have to go back outside.
Nice. I mean, I've pretty much cleared the outside, but it's fine.
I'm still looking for Dr. Koss. I don't suppose you could point me in the right direction.
Eric showed an amazing bit of courage a few weeks back. Slipped a note into one of the project reports, telling me they've got him locked inside a lab on the 3rd floor of the Microgen building.
Okay, so they're both in the
suspect
Microgen
they'll
building.
have cameras and other security devices protecting it. You'll have to be on your guard, son.
That's fine, I can do that.
Any idea who's behind this, Doc? The kidnapping, the facility?
Not
The
really.
Illuminati, but
Remarkable considering I've been here 6 months. You would have thought someone would let something slip. But if it doesn't have to do with the research, you don't get a word out of them.
Sounds like the guards are well trained. But what kind of threats were needed to stop the other researchers from talking?
Well, there were threats early on just to get us to work. Of course, Vasily saw right through that. Kept saying they needed us. I suppose in his case, the risk outstripped the return at some point. Damn them.
Dr. Sevchenko probably knew the risks and accepted them.
That he did. Go on, lad. Let's put this plan of yours into action. It's time to teach these wankers a lesson.
yes, indeed.
Gotcha. Just be ready. When you feel your GPL vibrate, set off that distraction.
Understood, lad. But do be careful.
I don't know that I'd want something that's implanted in me to vibrate. I don't know that that's a thing that I'd want to have happen. Can we sit down in Bob Page's? There we go. Some people have tiny heads, Pyro. Some people like Bob Page. I bet Bob Page's head is tiny. Very comfy chair. Anything else around here also?
Did you forget something, Adam?
No.
Gotcha. Just be ready.
Do you not
When feel
have...
your GPL
Can you not give me
vibrate,
your...
set off that distraction.
Understood, lad. But do be careful.
Can you give me your password for your you know, for your computer? Can you do that for me? No? No, can you do that for me? That does make me feel a lot better about not upgrading my chip, because I feel like what he literally just said about doing that, about making a thing to automatically like upgrade things, is part of why they made people upgrade their chips, because they were like, we need to get this new software in people's chips, and the only way to do that is to have them come in and update the chips. And since I didn't do that, I can't be controlled. That's what I think. That's fine. We're gonna get this. And we'll get this.
Access granted.
Megan, I'm really getting worried about the signal pattern they've got me working on. If it's truly meant to transmit software upgrades to limb patients, why do they want it to broadcast wideband across multiple frequencies simultaneously? And what exactly is it going to transmit? I know these wankers are probably monitoring every email I send you, but I can't ignore my gut. For some reason, I'm reminded of Delgado's work in the electrical stimulation in the brain. Am I wrong to think there's a connection? I know you're nervous, Declan, and to be honest, I am too, but Delgado's work centered on the use of electrical signals to evoke emotional responses in the brain. He was targeting the amygdala and the hippocampus. H assures me we're not doing that, and I trust him, for reasons I'll explain when I can. Until then, please, don't risk yourself by sending me emails like this one. Stick to research questions only, because you're right, I'm sure they are monitoring every word we type. H, of course. Mr. Darrow. The only technological-minded person in the world, because all of the world's TED Talks on technology are from him, and only him. Declan, my old friend, you were right about the GPL implants. These bastards are using them to keep track of us, and they'll continue to do so until we can shut down their tracking and jamming protocols. Feel up to another angina attack? Because we need to discuss this in person. So that's, I mean, I'm not seeing anything bad on Declan's part, although why is Megan suddenly all buddy-buddy with Hugh Darrow? Okay. Elevator over that way. All right, this is just the big place, the big shoe. I guess we're done in here. I guess we can go. We're not actually done in here. I didn't actually go into these rooms. Hack this. I'm just gonna hack everything. I would like to get all. I didn't even know I was there.
Access granted.
Are you a scientist? This is not a weekend project. Get out of here, XP. Using a grade school chemistry set, Donald. We're working on a multi-billion-dollar project, for Christ's sake. Your lack of discipline and focus is totally unprofessional and could put our work in jeopardy. I want you to know that this is my first and last official written warning. If, under any circumstances, you ever fail to obey regulations, protocols, procedures, heck, even if you forget to punch in getting inside the lab, I'll have you thrown out. Literally. I'm sorry to have to be so harsh, but your lack of scientific rigor has just cost us an entire week of tests. You can't simply assume that everything is all right and your misstep didn't have any effects whatsoever on the results. We have to start again. Please, for your own sake, Be more careful. Love and kisses, Paige. Agostino. Dr. Gomez, I have been charged with setting up new computer codes for everyone. You will be required to use the following codes by next business week. Tex-Mex. Get it? Dwayne Crosby. To whomever felt it necessary to change my screensaver and desktop background to something involving pornographic farm animals for the 3rd time this week. Very mature. I will have you know that I am now installing tracking software on my computer and have asked security to place a hidden camera somewhere inside the lab. I will be reporting the next person that decides to compromise the integrity of my workstation with these disgusting images. You have been warned. Yes, I am still awaiting a return of my stapler. I know you have it, Jim. Come on, don't tell me you don't know this already. I mean, who really owns this place? Everyone knows Hugh Darrow bought it through the subsidiaries back in 2021. You just need to know where to look and whom to ask. There are a lot of things here that are quite interesting. I mean, look at this research we're doing. Look at this place. Yeah, right, I've heard that one before, and it's all part of a shadowy conspiracy to manipulate and control the scientific world. What am I saying? The world, period. No sarcasm here, by the way. I mean, you can just do /s for that. You don't have to, like, write it all out like that. It's /s. It's fine. People know what that means. I move this copier. I can, but no reason to do so. So did I not go in here either? I guess I'll hack it. Nice.
Access granted.
Candy bar. Policy reminder. Already seen those. Concerning chairs, be aware of the shortage of lab supplies, in particular chairs and stools. We have a new shipment coming in soon. We'll keep you all updated. In the meantime, please refrain from using expensive lab equipment as a makeshift sitting apparatus. If you must insist on using a non-sanctioned sitting apparatus, please consider the tensile strength of materials present in the object in question in comparison to your own mass volumetric density. In other words, stop breaking shit with your fat asses. XOXO, the manager. He actually said XOXO this time. I wasn't making that one up. It said it. Dr. Ablett, I have been charged with setting up a new computer console. The Ablett Monastic. Hopefully this is one of these. That wasn't just the one that we like literally just saw, because that's not useful at all. Chairs. Interdepartmental Mensa competition reminder. Reminder that the Omega Ranch Interdepartmental Mensa competition will commence this evening at 1900 hours. The semifinal for high security personnel will be announced in a separate secure access transmission. Remember, more lives than your own may depend on your mental fitness. And this is a response to that strongly worded memo about he messed up a lab thing. Lol, ma'am, what a bitch. Check this out. Yeah, what a bitch for wanting some scientific accuracy in her job. What a bitch she is.